age, and the longer that we age, our brains become the stage of the drama and the rage. And I'm pretty medicated if you had to ask me. Sativa dreams got me singing songs likely, but a band-aid covers up the pain is all. Cause I'm going cuckoo bananas, waiting for your call, waiting on your call, so I'm hopping in my car. No speed limit, it won't take me too long. This shit could get a little spooky. Tell the neighbor there's nothing to see. I'm sliding through your streets and I'm swerving around them curves. I'm climbing through your hedges and I'm through the front door. Didn't I tell you not to panic? This shit isn't peculiar. I'm manic.
You guys. Let's, first of all, welcome. If you've waited, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. You guys are my life. Welcome. This is actually part 2 of a Kiki with me. Home of the Green Chair Chats, home of the Revolution Redemption, home of Speculation Not Confirmation, and of course, home of the Revolution Rehabilitation. You guys, I just want you to know that I scrambled to get everything done, was hours early, set everything up, had my intro music going, was reading the chat, like wondering why no one was talking about the intro screen, sat up here and talked, literally talked for 15 minutes about Doja Cat with you guys in the chat, but I never hit the go live button. So I hit start streaming on OBS and then I never hit go live on YouTube. So I've been sitting here doing this. I've been doing this for like 15 minutes and you guys had no idea and you couldn't hear me even though I had the microphone on. Shout out to Wesley, because one of y'all was like, oh, I can't see him. Where's Courtney? It wasn't until Wesley said, Courtney, where the hell are you? That I took a moment and I looked around and I was like, wait, what is going on? And I noticed that the go live button doesn't say end stream because I never pressed it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But you know what? Even though I promise myself every single week that I'm not gonna make a mistake with live streaming, I make one every single stream. And it's okay, because I'm the baddest. Anyway, you guys, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for talking amongst yourselves, because I've been reading and talking to you guys. You just didn't know. But as you guys know, as you guys have been discussing, we are going to be talking about Doja Cat and all of her Tinychat mess. We are going to try to figure out whether 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj are coming. Is Taylor Swift coming again, part 2? I mean, there's a lot going on. I'm going to talk to you guys about my favorite Netflix show right now. You guys already know it. And of course, we have to talk about Lady Gaga and Ariana, because I know if I'm still looking for my wig, I know that you guys are still looking for your wigs as well. So we're going to talk Rain on Me. We're going to talk all of those things. I'm so sorry that I'm such a woo woo woo. Like, where was my brain today, you guys? Really tried to get it all good and still flopped. But here we are. We're here. I see y'all in the chat dragging me. We're all laughing together. Y'all should have seen me. I was up here. Wesley, I was sitting up here. Y'all should have heard me. I was going, Wesley, what? The Like That video? They was linking parts of the Like That video, Wesley? Oh my God, y'all, this is just getting worse and worse. But we're gonna get into that later. And like, y'all didn't even know that I was really trying to. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna start this stream off with a little bit of thank you. Today has been kind of like a crazy, weird, stressful, chaotic week for me, and you guys really were there for me, and I really appreciate that from you guys, from just work and also uploading. I haven't uploaded a video in like 6 months, and I told you guys it was coming, but I didn't tell you guys when. I didn't tell you guys what it was gonna be, but I did upload a reaction to the Rain on Me music video and the song. So thank you for checking that out. If you haven't, be sure to check it out after this if you haven't seen it yet. Also, I think it's very important to note that I really appreciate you guys' support over here. All of the merch support and all of the super chats, if you guys ever feel like doing that. Super chats and merch, all of those things directly support me. So just always keep that in mind. If you're on my platform, anything that you do to support supports me directly. You feel me? I think you feel me. Thank you, and I appreciate you guys. Welcome to the Revolution Detective Agency. Welcome and hello to the Revolution Rebels. I like that. I like revolution. Revolution. The rebels live in the revolution. Do the rebels cause a revolution? I'm still working on it, but just know that I live, laugh, and love for it. As always, every stream, if you're new, welcome. Be sure to grab merch, give this video a thumbs up, click the subscribe button because, I mean, who knows what kind of mishap and mess might happen next Sunday. Who knows? Who knows? I'm a ball of fun. I'm a ball of surprises, if you will. I like to start out every single stream with a little bit of positivity because, of course, we're going to get down into the mess. We're going to get down and dirty. Rawr. So what I like to do is say something nice about myself, or if I ever had something nice to say about a celebrity, I would use this time to do that. So if you guys have anything nice to say about yourselves, which you should because you're alive and you're thriving and you're watching this stream, so you have good taste, that's a compliment. Be sure to leave that in the chat. And also, if you're watching after, hi, hello, thank you to all the people that comment after this is live. Feel free to just share a little positivity in the comment section below as well because I like to read them and I like to hear you guys' stories. Let's see what's in the chat since I was reading through it and y'all didn't even know before. Let's see. Kay Richards says, hi, Courtney. Happy Sunday. So happy to see you again. Hey, Kay. How's it going, Kay? Carly says, love you, Court. Hey, Carly. I was listening to that artist you wanted me to listen to, and he has that song, Chicago, or Honest. Maybe it's both. It could be Honest or Chicago. John Lindahl, is that what his name is? Yeah, opening night. I listened to that, Carly, and it's good. Good taste you have. Karina said it. My stupid ass slept through it. I'm still pissed. Karina, you're fine. Wesley, you're silly. Thank you, Wes. Thank you, Wes. And that's the T. I really am. It didn't click in my mind, you guys. It was a mess. Brittany said, it's Sunday. We love you. Morgan says the Doja mess stays on a steady decline. And it, guys, honestly, it does. By the time we finish today's episode, I want to be able to discuss with you guys and sort of come to a concrete decision on how we feel about this because I'm not kind of all over the place. I know that the Doja Cat situation is like too awful to ignore. Like, you know how you have a problematic fave and maybe their problematic thing is like something you can overlook. Maybe for me, I can't speak for all black people, obviously, but for me as a black person, it's glaringly alarming. The things that have come out about Miss Kitty Cat to the Doja, very disappointing, but of course we're gonna get into that later, no worries. Lizzie said, had to take the spring semester off, but school is starting up for me next week and I am so excited. Something about myself that I love this week is my perseverance. Lizzie, you don't give up, all right? You keep it going. Angie says, I like how I took the first step to start my healing process after being cheated on. Angie, you have this. You get what I'm saying? It may take time, but time truly does heal all wounds. Carshell says, I am learning of set and stick to boundaries for myself in terms of relationships, friendships, and just in general. And Carshell, take it from someone, well, I'll talk about myself. I'm a weenie. I hate setting boundaries, or rather, I used to hate setting boundaries until I realized the more I didn't set boundaries, the more I feel like I couldn't really blame other people for taking advantage of me and overstepping boundaries that they had no idea existed. So, Carshell, I say this to you and anyone else that's wondering, will it hurt to be too outspoken? Well, I would rather people know exactly how I feel and be afraid to do something stupid to me than to take that chance, roll the dice, and then I collect their wig. So, good job to you, Kershell. Keep speaking up. Karina says, I like that no matter how many times I've chopped my hair, I make it look good. Don't know how, but I do. Karina, listen, if you know how to work a scalp, you work a scalp, okay? Go ahead. Shabria said, hi, Courtney. So glad that I made it today. This weekend has been up and down, so this is the best part of my Sundays. Shabria. I hope that by the end of this little stream, you can feel like I laughed a little bit. I just put my mind on something else, because that's what I want this space to be. It could be a little chatty, it could be a little all over the place, but at least for that hour and some change, we can just like put our mind somewhere else. We're taking our brains out and we're putting it in the fishbowl and we're just like kikiing to the key. You feel me? That's what I want this space to be. So if this is a good, relaxing, somehow peaceful part of your Sunday, I'm here for it and I stand it. Okay, you guys, we're already 11 minutes in. Oh, God. All right, you guys. Let's do it. Let's jump right on. Oh, wait, before. I see pixie dust. My Disney already is. My eye go right to it. Sonia says, can you send some magic pixie dust to my daughter, Lily? It was her sweet 16th birthday, and we were supposed to be in Disney. Sonia, oh, my God. As an ex-Disney cast member, I am truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, sending you all of the magic pixie dust to Lily. Your sweet 16 is supposed to be just that sweet, and it also should have a hint of magic, so I know you wanted to provide that Disney trip, and I'm sorry, Lily, that you're missing out, but I know that one day when all of this crisis is over and you can go to Disney World, hopefully without a mask on, you can just smell the roses, girl. You can go and enjoy and have a good time and live your life and really get the experience that you are owed. You made it to 16. Congrats. Okay, you guys, let's do it. Amy, I'm telling you right now, girl, I messed up. Amy, I done messed up. I'm like 16 minutes late. You done came right at the start of the show. Because if you're new here, let me tell you right now, at my other job over at Holly Scoop, I like to drag celebrities 5 days out of the week. I get a kick out of it because they deserve to be held accountable. But here on my own platform, I like to do what's called the Revolution Redemption. And on the Revolution Redemption, I like to take a celebrity that maybe I've been a little hard on throughout the week. Maybe I've been a little bit critical, leaning more towards a negative stance in terms of their decisions. And I want to take that moment to sort of be a little bit kinder, a little bit more gentle towards them and sort of see the other sides of things. And today, I would like to redeem someone that I have been dragging since I was like 14 or 15 years old, all the way up into adulthood. And now I sort of feel as though I woke up today and I was like, you know what? Their situation must really suck. So today, I would like to talk about Miss Kristin Cavallari. And for those of you guys that don't know Kristin Cavallari, because there might be some of y'all, maybe a lot of y'all, y'all don't watch E. Kristin Cavallari was a cast member on Laguna Beach. She was sort of like the enemy of our hero, Lauren Conrad. She's very in your face, very aggressive, very unafraid to speak her mind. And as a fan of the show, she just like always rubbed me the wrong way. So I would always be like, you know what? Who cares about Kristin? She's so mean. And even as I've gotten older, I've sort of always leaned more towards the Lauren Conrad side of things. But you know what, you guys? She is going through an awful divorce with like her husband trying to take her kids from her. And I feel like her business is going to suffer because she had to cancel her show because she can't really be critical or give any drama, because if she says anything about her soon-to-be ex-husband, they have it set in the paperwork that basically he'll wind up getting custody of the children. So, I mean, that's awful. This is a woman that has a business. She's been on TV since she was a teenager. She's just trying to balance everything. And it really sort of is awful that a divorce like this, when there are kids involved, it has to like play out in the public eye. I really want to commend her for making the sacrifice and the very intelligent decision to cancel her television show, because the television show would have somehow wound up getting messy and she would have lost her children. So instead of being selfish and fame hungry, you know, she has her own little, you know, smaller business underneath, aside from the television shtick. I want her to continue to do that until this divorce is over, and I'm sure E will open the door back for her to return again. So this week, I am redeeming Kristin Cavallari. I feel for you. We don't want you to lose your children. No mother if they're sane in their right mind, like they shouldn't be losing their children if they're able to take care of them. So Kristen Cavallari, cheers to you. I hope that one day you'll feel the rain on your skin and you'll, at least find a better man. You know what I mean? I feel bad for her that all of this is going on. No mother should be struggling to keep custody of her child. You feel me? What do you guys think? Josephine, I see you. Kershell said, good Lord. Kershell, I swear, I'm not a Kristen fan whatsoever at all. But I really, just as an adult, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've developed sort of like a soft spot for TV stars when I was a teenager that were like real, like bitchy, I guess, because I know from personal experience that it's a persona. It's like a protective shell, and underneath every bad bitch is like a softie that like just wants to hang out and like have Chinese food and, have a good Ben and Jerry's ice cream moment. What's you guys' favorite ice cream? Because mine is the Tonight Dough. Ben and Jerry's. Top tier. Alrighty, you guys. Let's transition over into things that you should see. And if you watch me on Holly Scoop, you know that I talked about this very briefly with our heroine, Madison Hill. There's a show on Netflix that I am actually obsessed with. I just finished it last night, and a lot of you guys have finished it already, and you finished it before me, which kudos to you. I just don't have the time, but I finished it last night. Blood and Water. Holy shit. Everyone needs to go and watch Blood and Water on Netflix. Will you allow me to sell this show to you? First, let me check on ice cream flavors, and then I'm gonna sell this show to you, okay? So Mercedes says Cherry Garcia. Amanda loves peanut butter chocolate. Carly says cookie dough ice cream. Yum. Kershell's cookies and cream. Michaela says Ben and Jerry's dairy-free Cherry Garcia. Yum. Angie says strawberry. Morgan says vanilla ice cream with Oreos and chocolate chip cookie dough. And Olivia says cookie dough. Also, Brittany says, I used to love Ben and Jerry's fish food, but I'm lactose intolerant now, so I usually eat cookies and cream, dairy-free. Hey, dairy-free. Ooh, Nine Eyes or Nini's World. Anything with cookies, mint, chocolate chips, and cookie dough. Anastasia says Oreo. Karina says half-baked. Oh, Karina, your taste! Oh, I love half-baked. Half-baked is my second favorite. Yum. Half-baked or Chunky Monkey, a bitch could eat that all day, every day. Karina, your taste is top tier. Okay. Sorry. You know I'm here, there, everywhere. Let's bring it back to Blood and Water. Are you guys ready? Okay, take this moment. If you're not looking at me directly and you're doing something else, totally fine. I love that experience for you because I'm such a rambler. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes with me, everyone. We're going to Africa. Now wait, still take me seriously. We're going to Africa, right? Dun, 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 dun. We're going to Africa. We're going to Africa. Okay, we're hanging out with our good sis, Pooh Lang. And Pooh Lang, her sister, was abducted, girl, and she was sold, and she was human trafficked, y'all. Pooh Lang's sister. Now, where's Pooh Lang's sister? We don't know. We've been trying to find Pooh Lang's sister for like more than a decade now, since she's been missing, human trafficked, what have you. But Pooh Lang meets a young lady at a party, girl, and she think this young lady could be her sister. Now, could this young lady be her sister? I don't know. You're going to have to take that trip to Africa, and by Africa, I mean Netflix, and you're going to have to watch Blood and Water. It's so good. Oh my God. I need everyone to support the show. Blood and Water is so banging. It's good. You need to watch it. It's thrilling slightly. It's got a mystery element to it. I love that it's like sort of like this African prep school kind of moment. So like if you are like a fan of kind of like that prep school kind of scene moment, like I feel like if you like Gossip Girl, you would really like this show. Just the fact that it was something that I had never seen before. Like I have never been to Africa, number one. I never watched a show that had taken place in Africa. It really just sort of drew me in, and I feel like it would draw anyone in. If you're sick of seeing all of these shows that take place here in Los Angeles, if you're tired of seeing New York and you're tired of seeing, Chicago and Florida, like, check out Blood and Water. It takes place in Africa. It's got snitches that still need stitches. Let me tell y'all that, because I won't give no spoilers, but you will be feeling some type of way during some points of the show, and that's good too. But definitely check out Blood and Water. Too good. Emily says, LOL, this is the moment I knew watching this live was a great decision. LOL, Courtney sounds like me trying to sell stuff to my husband. I literally try to sell shows to my boyfriend all the time. Sometimes I just like put something on and he's like, what's that? And I just go, something, knowing that I've already previewed it and it's real good. That's what you gotta do. Oh, Zanley says, I live in South Africa. So Zanley, you already know Blood and Water is that show. Shout out to all my South Africans, because I feel like, when I look at my analytics, y'all, it'll say like America, like everyone is from America that watches me, but it's always like South Africa. It's like a bunch of South African people that watch this stream every week. So shout out to my South Africans. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Blood and Water. Y'all need to watch that. Now, This is the other thing that y'all should see before we start getting into all of our speculations for the week. Y'all, I'm sure y'all have seen it. If y'all haven't seen it, that just means y'all missed my reaction video and y'all need to go back and watch that. Just kidding. Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, Big Sis and Lil Sis, as I've now come to call them, they have dropped this song, Rain on Me. And you guys, it's not like I didn't know it was going to be good. Because I knew it was going to be good. I knew I was going to like it. I've been a Lady Gaga fan since like Just Dance. By the way, y'all, where is Colby O'Donis? He was on Just Dance. No one cares. We need to find Colby O'Donis immediately. It's not like I knew I was gonna like it. I love Lady Gaga. Ariana Grande never has a bad album. This song did something to me. I don't know what it did, but it did something to me. I love pop music. I love the 90s, and I love dance music from the 90s. Somehow, Lady Gaga was able to do I'm not getting chills right now. Lady Gaga was able to like do all of that with Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande took the heavy ass ponytail down. Just so beautiful. The video blew me away. Absolutely outstanding. And it just shows that like Lady Gaga didn't need to do some 3-city, like, you know how some music videos just look like they just took months to film and it's like a 4-minute music video. Lady Gaga and Ariana looked like they rolled up on the stage, the sound set, did what they needed to do, and then they went back to their normal life. And I love that. It was just enough special effects. It was just enough storytelling. And it, even though it was over the top, it didn't feel like it was like too much. You know what I mean? There's a level of like, oh my God, that's over the top. And then there's that, all right. You know, it gets kind of off-putting. What did you guys think about the Rain on Me song and music video? Because I feel like it just reminded me of Aqua a little bit. And if you know Aqua, then of course you know like Toy Box back in the day. It just was giving me that feeling. I really want Lady Gaga and Charli XCX to work together. And maybe that's the reach of all reaches, because y'all know I can't do a live without talking about Charli XCX. But that's my girl. And I feel like her and Lady Gaga this era specifically would have seen eye to eye. That PC music sound with that 90s house sort of dance electronic. Oh my God, that would have blown me away. Karina said I was thirsty for more. Me, bitch. Yes. Jeanette says an iconic moment in pop. Kershell says Colby dropped out one verse and dipped. Kershell, I was thinking about Colby O'Donis one day, and all of a sudden I went and looked at my Instagram story, and Colby O'Donis looked at my Instagram story. And I said, well, what the hell is Colby O'Donis looking at my little dry-ass Instagram story for? And then I went on his page, and he wasn't even following me. So Colby O'Donis, what's the tea? I want to know. You need a song written? Because I'll write the song. You know I write hits. You know I write bangers. Let me stop, y'all. I'm really doing too much. Amy said, yes, watched it with Courtney yesterday. Love it. Courtney's reaction was priceless. And you guys, that was like my true real life reaction. Like when I do my reaction videos, this is like no bullshit. When I sit down and I'm pressing play, it is the first time I've ever seen it. And I love that. Shout out to the reactor community, because I know that when it's a big release, there are like the core reactors that will react consistently and constantly, and then there's like the drop in every only big release, and then you know everyone gets sort of like oversaturated. So I just wanted to say shout out to all of the OG reactors that are still out there doing their thing. AJ, Dante, there's so many out there. Zachary Campbell, there's a bunch out there. But I love them. I really, 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 really love the reaction community, and I enjoy their content. So, shout out to reactions. Okay, you guys, let me take a sip on this, because we're about to transition. Let's do this. We're not getting into Doja Cat yet. Almost. Wesley said, your reaction and Zachary Campbell's reaction are my favorite. Listen, I have something I want to say. And I might get hate for this, surprisingly. Zachary Campbell is sick. Like, I don't understand why Zach Campbell... I mean, I understand that fan bases are upset with his opinion, but I feel like sometimes they take it to a whole nother level, and I get it because they don't know him. They've never met him. And I've had lunch with him, and you guys... It was me and a bunch of other black creators. We had a big brunch where we just like talked and met. I've never met a lot of the black creators, and we sat and talked and had a great conversation. And you know, me and Zachary Campbell and a couple of other vloggers sat and talked specifically about Nicki and the girls and the rap community. And when I tell you guys, it had felt like, oh my God, like I found my people, like, oh my God, it just blew my mind to feel like I had found sort of like that connection amongst like my peers. And I feel like he gets so much shit for being popular, meaning in the numbers sense, being popular and influencer, and for having an opinion. There are some reaction channels, you guys, and this is no shade to them because that's how they get their money, where they just sit up there and they just scream the entire video. Like, and they don't say anything. They just go, oh! They don't stop the video ever, and they just go, oh! And the video's over. You get what I'm saying? And that's fine and great, but I really appreciate the creators that have the balls to sit up there and turn their lights on, turn their camera on, and actually have an opinion. So I just want to let it be known. Same goes for AJ. Y'all are not going to sit up there and cancel Miss AJ because she sit up there with her two bows and her bandana on, and she gives the girls a real opinion. Now, do I always agree with Miss AJ? No. But Miss AJ gives you real, authentic opinion. Oh my God, AJ, Zach, Dante. I love those three. Dante, AJ, Zachary Campbell. But anyway, you guys, let me stop, praising my peers. Let's talk about 6ix9ine. Again, I feel like this is the most I've talked about 6ix9ine on my channel ever. 6ix9ine may be coming with a new song with Nicki Minaj. This is a rumor. Speculation, not confirmation. 6ix9ine could be coming this Friday. Is that the 5th? Maybe it's the 5th. I think it's the 5th. June 5th? Nope, I lied. That's the 29th. I'm a liar. The 29th. 6ix9ine is allegedly coming with a song with Nicki Minaj. And here's where we potentially could have a receipt. 6ix9ine posted on his Instagram, this Friday, May 29th, new song, most liked comment will be the song name. Now, DJ Academics, who, if you guys know, he's like a personality, he's another blogger, he really loves Drake, and him and 6ix9ine are very close. DJ Academics commented, it should be Taco, it should be called Taco, something to the effect of, it should be called Taco. And then, as you guys know, Nicki Minaj this week, I believe it was this week, maybe it was last week, recently, Nicki Minaj tweeted just a simple taco emoji. So, do we think that 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj are working together? Also, Power 105 radio jock Honey German revealed the news on Twitter that it's a rumor and it could potentially be happening. So if it does happen, are we here for it? Lots of people said when Nicki Minaj worked with 6ix9ine the first time, they would not be here for it, but now the song is 8 times platinum. I want to say that I really enjoy the fact that Nicki just don't care. I really, really, really enjoy that. Nicki Minaj, she truly has balls. And the reason why she does is because people are going to be upset with anything Nicki Minaj does. You get what I'm saying? They say stuff about her husband. They say stuff about her brother. They say, you know, when media personalities say awful things about her and she responds, then she's an angry black woman. When she comes out and she talks about, you know, album sales and merch bundles, and, you know, she's a liar. But, I mean, I kind of like it. I feel like Nicki sometimes, she just does things. She's like, yeah, that sounds dope. I'm going to do it. And then there's always that person in the room that could be like, but Nicki, the public will think. And it's like, who cares? Like, y'all gonna be mad anyway. That's how I look at it. And I feel like because I'm the kind of person they're gonna be mad anyway, I get it. Not saying that I agree with what 6ix9ine has done in the past, because we want to make that clear. I say the song is gonna do well. What are y'all talking about? Olivia says, I can do Nicki's verse on Fifi in my sleep. Bai says, shout out to Nicki. K. Richard says, I don't think so. Angie says, I think he needs this for clout since the whole thing with Ariana and Justin didn't go well. Angie, I absolutely 3000% agree. I think that 6ix9ine really needed the number one to sort of secure. I think I told you guys this before. I feel like 6ix9ine needed the number one to sort of put when his manager goes out to try to secure the deals for him, all of these brands that could allegedly be reaching out. The first thing you want to say to a brand is, yeah, 6ix9ine is a snitch. Yeah, he's a rat, what have you. But he can still get the number one song on Billboard. And it was like, nope, just kidding, because Scooter and all of his made it so that the song went number one. Let's see what else y'all are talking about. Emily says, I say why not. Emily, honestly, exactly, people that are going to be upset are just going to be upset. At the end of the day, I feel like when you've been in the game 11 years and people have literally lied on your name from the start, it's like, well, now I'm going to do stuff to really make y'all mad for real now. And not saying that that's her intent, but that's where my mind, I think, would be. I would be like, well, y'all are going to be mad anyway. It could be any song. People would nitpick and they find something wrong regardless. Faika says he's a pedophile. This isn't cute. Where are the morals? You see? Not saying that it's wrong to be upset, but people are going to be mad regardless. And then we know now from experience that people were mad, but the majority still purchased and streamed the song. Maybe it would be different results if people didn't stream the song. But they did. So, let's see. Amanda says, can't stand Scooter. Kendrick says, oh, hey, Kendrick. Kendrick says, I just hate artists that care about charts. I think at this point, you might hate every mainstream popular artist. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why is, even if an artist tells you that they don't care about charts, their team does. Their managers do. And things like chart placement, I believe, will definitely alter how your future projects are handled, what kind of brand deals you get and stuff like that. So, I mean, I understand the thought of they're only putting out music to get a number one. I get that. I think it's a little bit different when it's just an organic and a song comes out and we see that it's rising and it's rising and it's rising and it's like, oh, this could be a moment. Maybe we should push for it to go number one. I think that that's a little bit different. I hope I made that clear. You see that when it's like someone just puts out a song, like I feel like this is a hit, I want this to be a hit, and I want this to go number one, and we're gonna pay for this to go number one, etc., 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 versus a song that come out and, you know, it was cute at first, and then maybe a really popular celebrity was like, ooh, I love this song, and then it starts to go viral, and then people purposely try to make it rise to go number one. I think that's a little bit different. Let me know if y'all agree or not. Amanda said he would have never been number one without Ariana, and I agree. I 100% agree. Kershell says, all I'm doing on May 29th is listening to Chromatica. Karina says, I just wish more artists were for the music and not the numbers. And Joey says, celebs aren't afraid of cancel culture anymore. They get canceled for a day, and then that energy is on to the next. She's going to secure that bag one way or another. And I agree. I agree. And I feel like at the end of the day, people are going to support what they want to support. People are going to choose not to support what they don't want to support. I say with situations like this, the only thing that you can do is just control what you do. You get what I'm saying? Because you will turn blue in the face trying to convince somebody else that's going to do what they want to do anyway that they shouldn't. With situations like this is what I feel like. Because you could say, hold on. I want to find it. And this is not shade. I just want to use it as an example. Grace says, it shows that she supports child rapists. It's embarrassing that people are supporting it. And Grace, that's your opinion. But your opinion is not going to stop people from mass buying it and mass streaming it and buying his colorful sweatpants on his website. Not saying it's right, but unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Joey says, hiding behind a charity movement to score a number one and discounting it just to get to the top of the charts is just trashy. Joey, you might want to send that email on over to Mr. Scooter Braun and let Scooter Braun know how you feel. Guarantee he answered that DM. I promise you that. Hold on now. What else is going on here? What's going on today? Oh, of course. How could I forget, y'all? Taylor Swift could be dropping music this Friday as well. It's being speculated that Taylor is dropping like a B-side to her album Lover, featuring the tracks All of the Girls, Need, and the Cruel Summer remix with Post Malone that we have been hearing about since forever. What do you guys think about that? I have been sort of hearing this rumor going around. I wonder if it's actually true. I feel like if it were coming out on Friday, Taylor would say something, right? I feel like at the latest, tomorrow, she would say something. No? I definitely would like to keep my eye on that, especially because lately there's been all of these Taylor Swift music rumors going around, and then it like winds up being a concert, which is great. But I mean, a Lover B-side, I wouldn't mind. Taylor is 100% in control of her own career right now, and it's not like her label is forcing her to do anything. So if Taylor just woke up one day and was like, all right, I'm gonna put this out, she can. If her team is like, maybe you might want to consider doing this, and she's like, meh, I don't feel like it, then she doesn't have to. You know what I mean? But I would be here for it. I feel like whatever Taylor and Post Malone do together is going to be, it's going to be good. Their vocals together, going to be fantastic. But I want them to work together. I want there to be a music video for whatever they do together, whether it's Cruel Summer or not. I want there to be some sort of visual, because I kind of like that Post Malone sort of has like this rough around the edges look, but we know that he's a sweetheart, and Taylor just sort of has this belle of the ball, gentle, romantic, darling side to her. So I want to see those worlds coexist, Taylor. Give the people what they want, girl. What y'all think? The yellow chick said, but not if Chromatica is dropping. Me. Wesley said, I want something new, not a side B, to be honest. Hey, I'm not mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at something new either. What do y'all think this karma thing is about? That's like still in the back of my mind, and I feel like it has significance, but I'm not really sure where in the puzzle this particular piece lies. Are we going to get another era? Is karma related potentially to this B-side of a Lover? Are we over the Lover era altogether? How about that? I'm going to give y'all some time to catch up because I know there's a delay on this stream. But think about this. Are we done with the Lover era? Personally, not Taylor, but do you feel like you personally are finished with the Lover era? Tell me in the chat right now, and let's sort of come together on this and figure out how we feel. Kind of curious. Let's see. I saw the same rumor about Taylor, but it was more new tracks, the Cruel Summer remix, and a collab with Selena. Oh, Emily said maybe trying to blindside Scooter. Ooh. Shabria says, shut up. Oh my God, I will die if Taylor releases. Just a speculation, not confirmation. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, because the last time we thought Taylor was coming, she came, but it was like the concert series, and I'm like, Taylor, I want new music. I want it. I'm thirsty, y'all. If one of my faves could give me new music every single week and the music could be good every single week, I would take it. There was a time period, y'all, where Nicki was on SoundCloud, and I felt like every little bit of time went by, she was like putting out a new song out on SoundCloud, and every one of them songs was good as hell. Melting Ice Cube 101 says yes. Morgan says, seems so soon for Lover era to be over after such a long break. And Bai says, I think I'm done with the Lover stage. Angie says, I think that with all the Scooter drama, I want something new. Gabby says, I hope we get at least one more video. We can't end the Lover era without Cruel Summer. I wonder. I agree, Gabby. I feel that. Because I feel, in my opinion, Cruel Summer was the best song on the album. Or I won't even say that. It's my favorite song on the album. And so we all want our favorites to get like visuals and have their moments. I feel like Cruel Summer was such it was just like a powerful song. If you guys watch me react to that album, I had a drink. Y'all, my mind was blown to smithereens. Lover was a fantastic album. But I don't know. Wesley says, I think we'll have a sweetener / thank you next moment with Taylor. Next tour will be for 2 albums. I will not be mad with that at all. I would not be mad if Taylor sort of put out another album, like sort of how Ariana did with Sweetener and Thank You Next. I loved Lover, the album Lover. I have to be honest though, I do sort of feel like it was an album that sort of said reset. You know what I mean? It sort of felt like a reset, right? Because we had Red, 1989, and then did Reputation come right after? Not right after, but Reputation came after 1989, right? So like Reputation kind of like took the train off the tracks, and instead of putting the tracks onto Sunnyvale, it put the tracks onto dark, futuristic factory buildingville, and that's the place I live in as a Taylor Swift stan. But we know that maybe from Taylor's perspective, it wasn't her strongest era. Even though for me, girl, Reputation era will always leave me the most bald. Oh my God, if I could go back and relive that time period all over again, I would. That album, so good. She did that. Left me bald. I was sweating the first time I heard it. But I feel like Lover was sort of like a reset. Sort of like a, we're not going this dark. It was all of these messages, step back into the daylight and let it go. So, maybe she won't go back that route, but I wouldn't be mad if she did. I'll say that. Morgan says, I love when the girls take matters into their own hands and release what they want when they want. I agree, Morgan. Cassian says, I think we maybe should get another remix and then move on. What should our new album be called? I would want the new album. I feel like if the next album is going to be like a close follow-up to Lover, I want the next album to be called Karma, and I want it to have some elements of Reputation while still I guess, staring into the daylight. Maybe it's like a late sunset and it's not exactly nighttime yet. But I want her to give me something that's badass with the sweet. Because Lover was like real sweet. And I want now my salt. You know what I mean? Salt me up, Taylor. Throw a little bit of salt on it. Give us a little bit of Salt Bae, girl. Sarah says Rep Era was the best era. Sonia says Reputation kicks ass. And I agree. I just, you guys, Reputation era truly did something to my body. I don't know what happened. I feel like I was baptized in that audience. I don't know. I just like left that. I feel like I went into the Reputation Stadium tour with a whole extra person's weight's worth of issues and stress and problems and trauma. But girl, after the second Mai Tai, girl, and watching Taylor shake, shake, shake it, girl, and then she got up in the cage and flew above my head, girl. Once the show was over, I felt like all of the stress just like melted away. It's like hard to explain. She did that. But yeah, I'm excited to see more from Taylor. I just want it to be right and comfortable, but I would not mind, like Gabby said, that Cruel Summer. I kind of want that video because I feel like maybe that would be a good way to sort of close the chapter on this book. Who knows? We'll have to see. Regardless, you guys, it's time. I'm going to take a big gulp because I know that we have much to discuss. We do have much to discuss. If you are here because you are ready to talk about Doja Cat and the Tinychat debacle, give this video a thumbs up. If you've made it this far, if you've clicked on this video and you went to the timestamp comment that I always put for you guys, and you are here to decide whether we should cancel Doja Cat and the discussion that we're about to have, give this video a thumbs up. If you have your own personal emoji, because I don't have one, I feel like, on my own channel, feel free to put your own emoji in the chat. It's time for a speculation, not confirmation. And the speculation this week is Doja Cat is anti-black. She hangs out in Tinychat chat rooms with racists and incels and other awful people, other alt-right groups, right? So let's have a little English lesson, right? Because I feel like people might wonder, what is an incel? Let's see. An incel, and this is just the quick Wikipedia definition. An incel is a portmanteau of involuntary celibates. They are members of an online subculture who define themselves as unable to find a romantic or sexual partner despite desiring one. Right? Now, we have another question, just in case, because I want to give you guys the full education. People also ask, what is the incel community? The incel subculture includes people who are in sexless marriages or other sexless relationships but wish to be active. Asexual people and those who are voluntarily sexually abstinent are not considered incels. So Doja Cat was putting herself in the midst. We have these tiny... another question. Doja Cat was putting herself in the midst of these tiny chat groups, allegedly, where not only were those people using racist and derogatory language, but also Doja Cat was using derogatory language. And when I say derogatory language, I mean that Doja Cat was saying the N-word with a hard R, right? Now, I want to play something for you just so that we have our receipts in a row. You got it, right? I just want to go on ahead and play this for you guys so that you can hear Miss Doja Cat use the N-word with the hard R. I've probably seen it a million times. You guys have probably seen it a million times, but just in case there are people that have not, listen really closely and listen as we get closer and closer near the end of the clip. Let's see. Let me know if y'all can't hear the audio, but I think you guys should be all right.
I think that explains it.
Speaking of desensitized gag reflexes, my loose lady of the night, Doja. So easy and loose. Let's go to the inn.
That's all she's gonna
And
do.
only two servers.
Yes, Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Her shirt reminds me of a
You
baby
guys
duck.
suck my dick, nigger.
Her shirt is like a
Oh my God. I'm sorry, my lady Dallas.
All right, boom. Now, some people are going to say, okay, well, Doja Cat is biracial. Okay, fine. Let me give you guys my perspective on this, right? Just because in my life, I have known someone that is exactly like Miss Doja Cat, right? So Doja Cat is a biracial woman. To me, I would say she's a black woman, correct? Doja Cat lives with her white mother. She was raised by her white mother. Her father abandoned her and is a famous musician and actor, what have you, entertainer over in Africa. Doja Cat does not identify with her black side. In fact, Doja Cat has been on Instagram Lives just doing lots of things that would lead people to believe that perhaps she would not identify like or love even being black or her black side. According to what people are saying in the Tinychat, Doja was going on the Tinychat and saying things like she hates being black, but at least she's thick though, and things like that and things of that nature. Something else that I feel like is important is she was also stripping, allegedly, speculation not confirmation, on the Tinychat for the racists, for the incels, for these alt-right members. And it just kind of makes me a little uncomfortable. Kershell says black, biracial, or multiracial or not, the N-word is just unacceptable, period. Now, I also want to bring up this song, right? So there's this song, and if you watch any of these other channels that are speaking about the same topic, there's this song that everyone is bringing up called the Didn't Do Nothing song, right? And Didn't Do Nothing is sort of like a slang, I would call it a slur, to be honest, sort of to describe black people that have been murdered by way of police brutality. You feel me? That's the way to put it. So Doja Cat sort of made this song around the phrase didn't do nothing, and that sort of made me uncomfortable because even if it is satirical, I sort of feel like if you're doing that around the time of, you know, rest in peace, Sandra Bland's untimely demise, I don't really feel like that's appropriate. And it just made me uncomfortable. Faika says she can't hide behind her blackness when she is white passing and denouncing her blackness. And that's the thing that made me the most uncomfortable. And you know what, to be honest, you guys, it's not a dragging, but I feel sad for her and I feel sorry for her. And the reason why is, what was her upbringing like? You get what I'm saying? You're this biracial child and you're being raised by your Caucasian mom. We don't know what that relationship was like growing up. Maybe in so many unconscious ways, or maybe conscious ways, she was taught to not love her blackness. She's on the Instagram Live complaining and going on and on and on about how much she hates her hair texture, but it takes her white boyfriend in the video to be like, you know what, baby, you look good. I love your natural hair. You're so beautiful. And it's only then on the Instagram Live that we sort of see Doja sort of be like, oh, well, yeah, you know. Like, it's just, as an adult black person, you're able to read when another black or biracial, multiracial, like our friend Kershell said, you're able to identify when there are those anti-black or lack of self-love moments. And it's unfortunate, you get what I'm saying, that you might have hatred for yourself just for how you look in the mirror. Like, this goes beyond, you know, a pimple, a missing tooth. Like, this is who you are, you're being. You should be proud to be black, to have that soul, to have that culture, to have those essential herbs and spices that make you you. You know what I mean? But she's up there saying the N-word, hoping that those Caucasians and racists on the Tinychat say it back to her so she could get off a little bit. And you know what, you guys? I think that Doja needs to be canceled so that she could get some therapy. Not because she's an awful person, not because I believe she's going to harm someone or act out in violence towards black people. I just think that she needs therapy. She needs nice, long therapy. I think that she needs to connect with her father. And when I say connect, I mean lay it all out on the table. I think that she needs to get the answer. Why did you leave me? Why are you not in my life? Why do you only decide to pop up when, you know, Juicy is doing well on the charts, when Say So is doing well on the charts? Why? Why? It's sad, you guys. It's sad. However, she is an adult. She is an adult. She is an adult the same way Camila Cabello is an adult. The same way y'all don't like him, 6ix9ine is an adult. The same way, just using her as an example, drugging and R-wording men, Cardi B, everyone still has their careers. Everyone is problematic. So where do we draw the line? Doja Cat gets canceled, but y'all over here bopping to My Oh My and Bodak Yellow and Gooba and Mama and Fifi and everything else. So is she canceled for the moment? Or is she canceled? Is she Dixie Chicks? For those of you guys that know. Dixie Chicks, girl, they spoke out against George Bush. Girl, we just heard from them back again on Taylor's album. They were canceled so damn long. So what happens? Is this a moment where we decide we educate a grown woman? Or do we take away the attention? Do we take away the streams? Do we decide to not support her until she is almost sort of forced to go and seek that help? Because she's on a journey, you guys, and it's a dark one. A dark one. Because there's so much within her that would cause you to sit up there and lay up on Tinychat, surrounded by people, sitting up there potentially calling you the N-word, and you're giggling up there. You guys, I want to go on ahead and also bring up, hold on, just in case there are still some people that are a little bit on the fence or saying she didn't do it. I know that there's the "We Are Sorry" Doja trending on Twitter, which I find really strange because Doja Cat has not said anything about this at all. But before we get into that, one receipt that I would like to bring to the forefront was Lana Del Rey. If you guys missed it this week, Lana Del Rey was getting dragged because she called out Doja, Camila, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, and others about how they're allowed to sort of have an image and be rewarded for it and get their accolades. But she, as you know, she has just faced so much adversity, and oh my god, it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. She was getting dragged, and Doja Cat commented on that. Gang, sunk that dunker. And then she literally went and said the phrase on Tinychat, on video. Insane to me. Also, there's this interview from Paper Magazine from a few years back where Doja Cat is literally, more or less, confessing. It says right here, but Doja confesses underlying all of her online activities was a near religious obsession with a chat room, Tinychat, which she declines to name or share any further details about, citing the fact that people are fucking crazy and will try to hunt it down, that she still frequents to this day. So I wonder, why was Doja Cat still, even at this time? And you guys, she was on it allegedly 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, y'all, wearing the same outfit on Tinychat as on an Instagram live. So it's like, this is not like 2013. This is still 2020 that she's interacting with these people. So where do we draw the line? Would you guys say that you are canceling Doja? That's the question. Are we canceling Doja? What's the decision? Rebels, what's the decision? Ben said, there's so much that went on this week. Ben, and it's too much. It's too much. The girls are acting up. Heart Grows said, she's no Ariana Grande. I say the industry drop her. They can replace. Mally says, can't help who don't want it. What did Wesley say? I see Bias says sad but true. As soon as she releases another bop, people will love her again. And you know what, Wesley? As sad as it is, I really truly believe that that is the truth. It does not make it right at all. It truly does not make it right. I wish that Doja Cat would take a break. I don't know if she can. I don't know if she will. I felt like Camila should have taken a break after her Tumblr thing, and then she put out a song with a black person right after. So, I mean, all of this could go down, you guys, and within 2 weeks, Doja Cat could put out like that. Y'all saying the music video leaked, but she could put the music video out, and you guys, you'll see people on Twitter saying, well, I'm not supporting that, or viral tweets saying y'all are still supporting her, but y'all couldn't cancel 6ix9ine. But at the end of the day, people will still stream out of curiosity. People will still stream because they support what they think she supports, if she supports that. And doesn't make it right, but that's the world we live in. On a personal scale, will you guys still listen to Doja Cat? That's my next question. That's what I wonder. When you're by yourself, because this is a safe space, I ain't gonna run and I ain't gonna tell nobody, and I ain't gonna judge you. I promise I'm not. But do you think that Doja Cat will fall into the category of your secret problematic faves? Like, we all have, I feel like, people that we don't tweet about or talk about publicly that we're like, ooh, girl, that album was a bop, or the new single was a bop, because you already know you're gonna have that person in your tweets going, you support that, or I can't believe you're a whatever supporter. Do you feel like Doja Cat has earned the right to be a secret problematic fave of yours? Rejoice is saying no. Ooh, I don't know. Doja Cat is over party for me. I think she needs to be dragged by celebrities. I wish Nicki never made a song with her because people try to say Nicki hates black people. I kind of already canceled her when I heard Erica Jane's Crazy throughout her Say So single. Ooh, y'all know I love Miss Erica Jane. I love Miss Erica Jane. Tamara says, I've never listened to her before. Now I really won't listen to her. And you know what, Tamara, to be 100% transparent with you, I wish I would have never listened to her either. Because the music is good. Music is good. And that's what sucks. When the music is good, or the talent is there, the potential's there, and then it's like, something like this comes out. Like, just think about it, you guys. I sat right up in this chair for like the past 2 weeks and been like, ooh, yeah, Say So, the number one. Ooh, Say So. Ooh, y'all gotta listen to Miss Doja Cat, honey. She's the one, y'all. Ooh, her and Meg and Nicki, y'all need to get into that Doja Cat. And now look, egg on my face. Again, it always happens, and it's unfortunate. Miss Chingy says, to be honest, no. I only started listening to her music because Nicki was on her song. So have a lot of you guys never even heard of Doja Cat? Was she still relatively on the internet for a lot of you guys? I wonder. Someone said, like Chris Brown. Emily said, like Chris Brown. And you know what, Emily? As awful as it is to admit that, you're absolutely right. Sure, in the moment, Chris Brown got his Winter Fresh commercial taken away. I'll never forget it. He got the Winter Fresh commercial taken away. He had a song. I don't know if y'all knew this. I know Wesley and Karina probably know, but Ariana Grande and Chris Brown had a song together. I think it was called Don't Be Gone Too Long or something like that. And they had a whole music video shot and everything. You can go right on YouTube and find it. And Ariana, smart queen that she is, scrapped the whole thing over the abuse case with Rihanna. So, I mean, I don't know. Let me scroll on up. Amanda said, no use. Anthony said, will you listen to her still? To be honest, Anthony, I don't think that I will. However, to be honest and transparent with you guys, I am very interested to see what she says in terms of a statement. I'm very curious because over 24 hours, we went from Doja Cat is over party over here, and then I woke up today and then it was hashtag we are sorry Doja. But from what I see, it's a whole bunch of people that aren't black apologizing for Doja Cat saying the N-word. Which it's not it's not adding up for me. So unless I'm missing something, that's like a huge piece of this as to why she's doing this and why this even went down, I'm a little bit kind of put off from the music, and it's a little bit unfortunate that, one, this happened, two, that it happened right after the Say So with Nicki and all of that, and it's awful because at the end of it all, I think I would rather not have Doja Cat be a pop star and know that she's okay on the internet making meme music again and loving her blackness than shake my ass in the club 3 months from now when Say So comes on and know that, you know, she shook Wayno's hand and she gave a disgusted look. And for those of you guys that don't know who Wayno is, sorry. I have like all these feelings because, you know, I always get conflicted. Sometimes I really want to give a celebrity another chance, but then like you think about people that you respect and you trust their opinion. And if you guys know Wayno from YouTube, hang on. I think it's Everyday Struggle. Yeah, he's on Everyday Struggle. Wayno. Yes, and I love him. He's great. He tweeted that he met Doja Cat once, and when he shook her hand, she like made a face. Like, what is that supposed to mean? You know? So if like Wayno is saying that, that means what? Imagine this crisis never happened. I go to a Doja Cat concert. For whatever reason, I'm waiting outside to get a selfie with her. And was she going to skip by me because I'm black? Is she not going to shake my hand or give me a hug because I'm black? And that's the thing that that's what I think about. If she's going to treat someone that I respect or like that, how would she treat me? You know? I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Kay says she should be able to speak out so we can hear her side of the story. I agree. Kay, I have to be honest. I do sort of want to hear her side of things. But I don't know if it's going to help. I really don't know. Mally says, really, I'm so proud of Ariana, and I backed off Ariana when she licked that cupcake. Oh, Lord. And Wesley, you are literally getting right to one of my final points, right? And I tweeted something about this on my Twitter account, which if you're new, feel free to follow me on Twitter, at CourtRevolution. If you're already following me on Twitter, give this video a thumbs up just in case you haven't already. Appreciate if you did that. Here's the thing, you guys. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it again and again till I get it right. Nobody's perfect. Doesn't mean it's okay to be racist or use derogatory terms, especially towards white people. Why are you calling white people the N-word, Doja Cat? That was another thing that I was like, Nobody's perfect, right? It's all just a matter of when we find out, right? So what does that mean? Do we stop idolizing celebrities? Do we stop standing celebrities? Because with time, whether they're alive or no longer living, the truth always comes out, right? So what do? Nobody is perfect. Even the most favoritist of faves, not perfect. Ariana's not perfect. Nicki's not perfect. Britney Spears is not perfect. Madonna's not perfect. Lady Gaga's not perfect. So what do? What do we do? You get what I'm saying? I wonder. What y'all doing in the chat? Hold on. All I see is something about a donut. What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about Ariana? Hold on. Y'all a mess. But how about this? Whether you decide to cancel Doja Cat and not listen to her music, whether you want to stream her music and not purchase, whether you want to stream her music, buy her music, go to her concert and lie to people and say that you don't support. Believe me, there are going to be people out there that do that. It's all your choice. Doesn't make it a right choice, but we're all human and we're all able to make our own choices and decisions. all I have to say to leave y'all with a final thought before I skedaddle and get out of here is when you stan someone, it is important to understand what that comes with. When you stan someone, you have to decide whether you're going to be whether you're going to be blind or be a stan that has a mind of your own. You don't have to agree with everything a celebrity does to be a fan, to be a stan. You can critique. Bully a celebrity, would not agree to that. Don't think you should do that. But I do think that it is fair for everyone to have an opinion on this, even Doja Cat fans. If you feel like there's something worth defending, continue to defend. Just understand people might say that you're a blind stand and you just do whatever, you just agree with whatever she says. And it is what it is. Gloria, you said it right. Everyone is perfectly imperfect. And on that note, you guys, I think I'm going to skedaddle. It has been a Sunday, and I'm glad that we kind of were able to sit and get to the bottom of this, because I was like sitting up here with my friends and being like, well, should she be canceled or like what? What is going on here? But at the end of it all, you guys, she sat up there with racists. She was stripping for people that don't even like black women. They don't respect black women. Racist men. She was up there stripping. Cyber sex has a whole new meaning now. I mean, you're thinking about, BK tidal waves. Has she gotten a check? We don't know. But you know what, you guys? I think that we should all go back to liking our unproblematic faves for this week and relax the rest of the weekend. Because that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, you guys, I had hella fun this Sunday. Be sure to check out my merch down in the little merch area. Get yourself a hoodie. Get yourself a sweatshirt. I'm shooting for maybe another small merch something in June. Maybe just like one thing for Pride Month. If you want that, let me know in the comments or in the chat. I'll come up with something for Pride maybe. Because we're all stuck in the house and the least we should do is like look fashionable. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're new and you made it this far, subscribe. Tell me anything you want in the comment section below. Something nice, something about your story. Whether you, I don't know, want to dye your hair, tell me something in the comments because I love to kiki with you guys. Thank you for showing up. And of course, as always, my name is Courtney. This is the Revolution Detective Agency. Don't you forget that the world keeps spinning, especially when I'm in my big green chair. Thanks for coming to the Green Chair Chats. And I'll be seeing ya. And also, don't forget to wash your hands. You guys, please, can you make sure that you scrub and get in between the creases and the crevices. And, subscribe to Madison Hill's YouTube channel. Very important. Do that, please. Don't forget. It's essential. Okay, bye, you guys.